Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 183 of our Get Your Goals Annual Challenge. Today, we are talking about relationships. For July, for this month, we're focusing on the relationship area of our life framework, and that involves relationship goals. Yesterday, we defined for ourselves, what does a healthy relationship look like? What does well-being in our relationships look like and feel like and sound like and taste like and everything to us, because that's the most important thing. That's how we define what it is that we want to achieve, right? We have to have the end game in mind in order to set goals and objectives, in order to move toward what it is that we want. Today, our topic is relationship core values. Now, core values, of course, are those values, those things that are near and dear to your heart, that are most important to you. I'll give a listing of a few. What I'm going to do today is take this list and then think of some more and rate them. How important is that on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super duper important, gotta have it in my relationships, to, you know, if I don't care at all about it, then it'd be probably a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. It'd be less than average anyway, as far as importance to me. And that'll help me to select and choose what are my top 3 core values, because that's our action item today, is think about what are my top 3 core values with respect to my relationships. And the thing about all of these areas is they're really multifaceted, right? Relationships could be with your children, your grandchildren, your aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, sisters, brothers, siblings, parents, grandparents, peers, people you work with, people in your industry. If you're a business owner, people in the same niche as you, or people that you have mentors and coaches, all types of relationships, right? Maybe get a shrink. That would be a relationship. We have relationships with everybody we come in contact with, but sometimes they're just, you know, there's a difference between acquaintances, relationships, casual people that we cross paths with, etc. So the core values come into play more with our closer personal relationships, our closer relationships, than with, you know, acquaintances and people that we don't really have relationships or friendships with. So what are some of these possible core values? And like I said, you can do and come up with your 3 any way you want to. If you're struggling with this, just Google relationship core values and you will get lists and lists. You'll get lists of different companies, lists of different people's core values with respect to relationships, and that will give you ideas if you're having a hard time getting ideas. But let me give you this quick list to start you off thinking about possible things that are important to you, because that's what matters. What are your 3 most important core values when it comes to relationships? So, and I just am noticing right now, I don't even have love on this list. So I'm going to add that to the bottom of my list. Like I said, it was just a quick brainstorm list last night, so it's definitely not all inclusive. And I didn't look up what are some core values that would be with respect to relationship, but I will do that today. All right, communication. How important is communication important to you in your relationships? For some people, it's not. They don't care what the other person has to say. They just want to make sure that they get heard. Trust. How important is trust in your relationship? Respect. How important is respect in your relationships? Compatibility. How alike and different do you like to be in your relationships? Emotional support, growth and development. How much of that's in your relationships? Flexibility and adaptability, equality, support, emotional intimacy is important in some relationships and not in others, right? Honesty and shared values, and then I just added love. And I'm sure there's a whole bunch more, but those are the ones off the top of my head. Like I said, since I'm not sure exactly what mine are, I'm going to work through an exercise where I rate each of these on how important is communication to me, scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to say it's an 8, a 9, or a 10. How important is respect to me? Meaning, I give respect and I receive respect back. Here's the rub with this stuff. You cannot expect other people to treat you the way you want to be treated when you treat them in ways that are not the same or not equally respectful, right? I've been in relationships like that where I showed a lot of respect, but the other person showed 0 or very little respect for me. Guess what? Those relationships don't last very long. Then the same thing with compatibility, emotional support, etc. How important is that to me in my relationships? And I'm going to try to put my cap on of all my relationships, an umbrella cap, not just like my partner relationship, etc. So that's our action item today. go ahead, get to it, have fun with this. This is supposed to be us getting to know ourselves better so that we can set better goals and objectives and achieve them more quickly in the area of relationships. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.